Welcome to Revolt, episode post review with the invisible man and woman, Terrell and CJ, aka For Real Love, BOD, Wrestling Hub and Coach, FCH,
Oh, that must be the old intro. My bad on that. And hear these thoughts. Anyway, welcome to the Evolve episode 52 post review. Terrell, take it away. I just want to have some happiness before we get to drama.
Why is you doing this to me right now? When you know I'm pissed off right now.
I know, but you bring the light to the darkness that is someone, the gatekeeper. Anyway,
what's going on? What up, everybody? My name is Terrell, and this is my beautiful, voluptuous Beyonce, the beautiful werewolf.
Hey y'all, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are not agreeing at the moment because I have some things that I want to get off my chest. Dante Chan, I hate you even more now.
Dang, that's possible, huh?
Oh my god.
She told me not to say it. I had to say it. And Trey Martinez, you're a piece of crap, Chewy. You're a piece of crap, Chewy. Literally. Like, you know why you got your name? Because you know what you are? You just a walking pouch of chewing tobacco. That's what you is. People should just and spit you out.
Ew.
Oh my god.
That's terrible. Jeez.
This episode was good, and I mean this episode of Evolve was amazing but horrible at the same time because of two people, man.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait, let's not forget Brooks Jensen. Let's not forget Brooks Jensen was also on the show.
Oh no!
Exactly,
no,
all three.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we might have a fourth one. We might have a fourth
one
later, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know.
I know they hate this podcast.
No. It's over with. It's over with. It's already a fourth one. It's over with. It's already a fourth one.
We gotta do the vote like civilized people for later, so we'll talk about that a little later. But let's bring it all back. EOD, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Hopefully everybody had a good day.
Yes, we did.
Oh yeah.
Coach.
Hey, I'm Coach. I'm Coach FCHW, the pro gooner of the group. So glad to be back.
Yeah, and also I can't announce here these thoughts because Terrell says it perfectly. So here you go, Terrell.
Oh, and we also have hear these thoughts, and the only way you hear his thoughts is if he tell you what is on his mind.
Yeah.
But we can't say the same thing for Coach because what he just said was wild. This man said pro gooner.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Honestly, what other reason is there to watch NXT?
Hey,
yeah,
I'm gonna just
He said I'm just everything.
Hey, I'm gonna just put it this way. You know, there was someone named La Russell, L.A. Russell, he is a rapper. And, a lot of people is upset with him right now because he said that the same God that made Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is the same God that made Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump. So all I'm going to say is the same God that gave us a choice to be a gooner created all of us. And he also gave us a choice.
But he's made his choice. He already told you.
Yeah, hey,
for no reason.
They need love too, man.
They need love too. Shout out to the Therians. Shout out to the Therians, the unicorns, and everything else. But this is the totally different podcast, and we are not veering off back to that.
Oh yeah.
Show starts off with Vanity Project V's up. They're talking about the legacy that they've left behind. They have beaten Cam Hendricks. They have beaten Sean Legacy. They have beaten Lindsay Dorado. and all the little athletic compadres. They are the pillars of Evolve. Mind you, like I said in the Evolve effect, they didn't talk about Cam Hendricks. They didn't say Bryce Donovan. They didn't say another name either, but we're not going to say Cappuccino Jones, apparently, for some weird reason that you just had the match last week. But this was a great promo. I'm glad they again, without Zeta and without Bryce Donovan, and I'm going to talk about Zeta at the end of the show. We have a breaking news. We actually have, from her own words, the reason why she left the ID program. She has just broke her silence.
Wow.
So we'll talk about that later on tonight. All right.
wow.
Clockwise, EOD, your thoughts on this promo? V's up for the last time. I feel bad for that place because they're gonna have to take all that stuff out and spray everything with bleach.
Yeah, I thought it was a good last promo and everything. I'm glad they pretty much said it was the final evolution, and that the Vanity Project for Swipe Right was there also. Because lately, Jackson Drake, when he's had his matches, he's kind of been by himself. So it's good to have all of them one final last time. And the promo, they were right about it. But yeah, they're hopefully when they get to NXT, when they have their new little digs, hopefully it's a lot nicer. Because all the money they have, it's like it's kind of like super college dormy and everything. But yeah, he spoke facts and everything. Jackson Drake, he did take on all comers. He was one of the pillars. Actually, all three of them were pillars. Two pillars fell off because we can't forget about Zeta and Donovan. Donovan, that was a big blow when he left because I was shocked. They had that good match and then he was gone. And we kind of knew about it before it happened, so that was kind of weird too. But yeah, overall, I like the promo. Nice little final promo. It would have brought a tear to my eye, but I know they're on NXT, so.
Okay, I get that. Hear these thoughts?
Yeah, second coach, but it did almost bring a tear to my eye. I mean, it felt like watching your kids graduate to go to high school, right? And then just the idea of them no longer being there. Like at first, when I first watched Evolve, I was okay with Jackson Drake and them, but they're like one of those characters in the show you grow to love over time, and then somehow, some way, they get deleted. We'll just say that. So them no longer being on the show is gonna be weird, because it's this big hole they're gonna leave behind. But you know what? I'm happy for him. It was a bittersweet moment for me. V's up.
Yeah, V's up. TJ Wolfie.
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good promo, and being the last one off for them, they would be missed down there. I ain't gonna lie, they will, but they gonna do great down in NXT, which you already seen that on Swipe Right. It's tag champs over there, so yeah, it's a nice little segment between them, and yeah, V's up.
Terrell.
V's up.
Man, it was pretty heartwarming to see it all come together because we know where they started off at, and we know this is going to be the last episode of Evolve that they will appear in. But the memories is what I was having, heart warmth, over. It was really dope to see. The only thing that I can say as far as I'm with Alex, they're gonna have to clean that, locker room up with bleach and whatnot, because we know that the Vanity Project, the ladies love them, man. They be sneaking them girls in, they be sneaking them groupies in, what I'm saying? They be having to get some action, what I'm saying? Bust one down, put them back on the bus where they belong, And oh yeah. The ladies love that dance that he be doing, it's a code, it's a code, this is, what I'm saying? Because the ladies know what that means. They know that he likes to go swimming.
Yeah.
For the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, V's up, man. V's up. We're gonna miss y'all on Evolve Vanity Project, aka Mr. Steal Your Girls, aka y'all can have my girl, not my wife, but
they're gonna need a black light too. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah.
Black light, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, okay, double, but I'm gonna press this button before we get the coach. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay. Coach, your thoughts on the last promo from Vanity Project?
First off, I feel so bad for anybody watching this episode because it's been not safe for work a lot. But anyway, yeah, this was I like this promo, especially looking back at where Vanity Project started. Like at the very start, I wasn't sure if Jackson Drake being champion, I wasn't sure if I even liked Vanity Project, but as the show went on, I really started liking them more and more to the point that they actually became my favorites on Evolve. And like it's weird seeing like where they start versus where they are now. Like they've improved a lot, like both in wrestling and gimmicks. So it was kind of like I'm not sad like everybody else because like I watch NXT. I'm gonna see them on NXT every week, but it's definitely gonna hit that they're not on Evolve anymore. It's definitely gonna feel different. But yeah, this was a very good farewell. And like everybody said, actually, I hope they just keep this exact same what you want to call it set. I hope they keep the exact same set for NXT because it just feels so iconic to what Vanity Project are that I don't really want to see a change. So I just hope like yeah, we already spent all our money on clubbing, having new girls, different girls from all over the world coming in. So now we can't afford a new locker room. So we're just stuck in the same old one or something like that. But yeah, I think it was a great farewell promo for them.
Before we get to the next segment, notable moments from Vanity Project. Mom, and we said this on the audio Evolve effect. Mom and dad, our lawyers from our mom and dad got about to VIP section. Jackson Drake's famous line, "Who hired a girl boss? Who hired a girl boss?"
Oh,
That was the start of Mr. Masculinity Jackson, but I miss him on that too. But also, he also said $20 is $20. Thank you, EOD, for that quote. Coming up next, something that deserves more than $20 in certain aspects, but really doesn't. Cam Hendricks with Harley Riggins versus Dante Chen. Cam Hendricks comes out. He does a little step. He's all happy. Harley Riggins gyrates his body around the ring. I'm not going to press the button again because I'm getting kind of icked out by why he's trying to be Velveteen Dream. I don't know why. You saw that too, Hugh. These thoughts every time he's really emulating like Velveteen Dream for some weird reason. He's still out there, by the way. Don't piss him off. Dante Chen comes out, and immediately me, EOD, anyone that watches this is like, oh, I wonder what Terrell's gonna say about this. And he comes, he goes to the middle, he goes to the corner to the outside. He hits a kid by accident before he runs up the ring. He says, "I'm sorry, kid," or whatever he says, because he has a little bandana on. As this is happening, Cam Hendricks, in the spirit of being a comedic, is in a Mortal Kombat pose, has not moved until Dante Chen came into the ring. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you're just really saying he's a Mortal Kombat character. Further pissing off Terrell because he did say certain things on a clip that I have. After that, the match started. It was pretty boring. Bicycle kicks, nice little chop to the head of Hendricks. Harley Riggins was just mouthing off the whole time. In the end, Hendricks distracted Dante Chen for the gentle touch. Harley Riggins came in. Chen hit the gentle touch to Harley Riggins. Cam Hendricks kind of jumped on that, did his special lights, camera, action for the 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to connect this to the post-match. Post-match, Hendricks and Riggins, not really caring about Chen because who really does, is saying this about Tate Wilder. Viewer discretion is advised.
Where you at? You little baby? Huh? You scared? Are you? You gotta take a week off. Yeah, you're a little twerp, Tate. Tate, I'm tired. You're nobody else. We'll break you in half, buddy. Where you at? You in the medical room? Are you scared? Hey, we're right in the parking lot. They certainly have some words right there.
I want to put that out there. We'll go counterclockwise this time. Coach, your thoughts on the match, post-match, and the fact that Dante Chen wasted space for 4 minutes and 52 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think this match intrigued me at all. I really wasn't entertained by it or felt anything. I'm happy Cam Hendricks got a victory because like I like him. I really like this. Just his silent stance at the beginning. That was honestly the most entertaining part of the match for me. But yeah, besides that, the match was meh. I don't feel anything for Dante Chen. Like if you don't have a cool character, you can't really invest me into the match. And he's yeah. Don't even have a word for him. So match was fine, I guess. I don't know what to say about it. There wasn't anything memorable about it at all. I'm curious to see where the Tate Wilder stuff goes. I hope he gets attacked in the parking lot again. But like besides that, I don't have anything to say about the match.
Wow, it's gonna be all downhill from here, folks, ladies and gentlemen, about this match. Terrell, Your thoughts on the match?
Mm.
I'm happy that Kim Hendricks won. I am very happy that Harley was out there distracting a man that I don't even want to say his name. I am so happy that Dante Chan made a mistake and hit that kid in the crowd because it's in you. It's a part of you, Dante. Go ahead and embrace being a heel. Just do it. You had your shot right there. You could have just been like, you know what? I mean, if they can hit the kid, I don't care about hitting the kid. No, instead you apologize for it because that's the man you is. A wannabe likable person. You get on my nerves. I'm sick of you. Wanna be like so bad. That sounds like that song.
Oh Lord.
And I don't see what people like in Dante Chan. Dante Chan, get on my nerves, man. I'm being so serious. And I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk, y'all. This is carbonated water right here.
He just
I
volunteered
am
that.
not drunk. This is how I really feel about that man because he just needs to go ahead and embrace it. You're a bad person, Dante. You're a bad person. Oh, you thought you just hit a kid by mistake? No.
Man,
We can bring
he
it up
tryna
later.
No.
He trying to Alistair Black him. That's crazy.
But other than that though, I'm happy. I'm happy. He lost, and that's the best thing about the match is that he lost. Because he's a loser. And Tate Wilder, you hiding somewhere because you were rat.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Now let's go somewhere positive. CJ, what's your thoughts on the match?
Well, it's a little dull match, little here and there. But it wasn't like nothing match. But then dang, I'm trying to concentrate. I'm getting the call here. But
No, you trying to say something nice about the match and you can't.
I really can't.
Come on, man.
It's just a match, basically. And
Stop trying to be nice. Just say how you really feel. Dante Chan is a wannabe dragon slayer guy, part dragon dude. Kim Hendricks is a rock variant that whooped his candy butt, and Tate Wilder is a snitch. He's a WWE official.
he like he up to something for real though. He ain't been on TV since he was refereeing that match. Well, besides getting jumped out there in the parking lot. So he up to something. That's it about that. But yeah, that match wasn't that one little match. But I get it like a C minus.
Okay. Oh wow. No, she said C minus. She hasn't done that in a while.
D for Dante.
Yeah.
D for Dante. Okay, get that. Here's
D
your
for
thoughts. D for Dante. Your thoughts on the match and the fact that if Tate Wilder comes back, and I know you guys are gonna take this wrestling idea, somehow Cam Hendricks or Harley Ringers has another match. Referee gets knocked out. A referee slides in to do the 1, 2, 3, but they don't really get the camera on him exactly. 1, 2, camera pans in. It's Tate Wilder giving him the middle finger. Like, mother.
That
Your
would
thoughts
be
on that?
crazy. That would be crazy. I like that idea. That would be crazy. I love chaos in wrestling. But as far as the match itself, I thought it was cool. I don't think it was terrible. I think the fact that Harley Riggins and Cam Hendricks was in the match, that always make a lot of stuff better for me. We talked about this earlier in the Evolve podcast we did earlier. It's something about immature adults in pro wrestling always interested in me. With Cam Hendricks and Harley, they feel like Disney bullies that are not aware that everything they do is corny. And you can't convince them that it's not. Like everything they do is cool, and I love that about both of those guys. But as far as Dante Chan, ain't much to say about that, out of respect to Terrell. But as far as
Oh my god.
Oh,
I don't got much to say about Dante, man. He is a pretty bland, boring character. He's just there. He's like the default created character, and they just let him in the ring. That's it. That's how he is.
Yeah,
to
pretty
me.
much.
Cyrus is that guy. We'll get into that guy later.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he exists.
DOD.
All right. Well, for this match, we were introduced to a new city, Arm Drag City because he did. I don't
Oh
know,
my
like,
God.
no-hit arm drag to Kim Hendricks.
Oh my God.
I know he
I
was
like.
exhausted.
I was like, Cam, deflect one of them sometime
I
today.
was like, be like Kendall. Kendall, you can get the move off 3 times. The 4th time, she figured it out. Cam would just get just arm drag to death. I thought that was kind of weird because I'm like, all right, this is going on for about like a minute and a half of this arm
For
drag.
real.
But
Right.
yeah, I do have to agree with what everybody says. Like, I don't hate Dante, but he doesn't really have. I get the character, but the character isn't like fully formed. It's like just like you said, almost like a creator wrestler type of deal. And some of it's
No,
him, but
he's
some of it's
one of the
writers.
he's one of the preset characters.
Yeah, because he
Where he
doesn't
just
have
got the boxers
he doesn't really
on?
have a character. It looked like they were going to give him one at one point. Once what was it? I think when Jamar Hampton left or something like that. I think he left around that time. It looked like they were going to turn him heel at that point, but then I think he shook the guy's hand at the end of his match or something like that. I can't remember what happened, but I thought he was going to be heel at that point. But they need to do something to spice up this character. Cam Hendricks could do no wrong, in my opinion, and Riggins. And like I said earlier, I know Riggins and Priestley are a tag team, but when he comes back, if you want to make them a trio, like a little faction, that's cool. But if you want to keep a tag team, we're going to have to give Priestley the boot and let Cam and Riggins be a tag team because they have magic together.
That's so good.
They do.
Yeah.
Their antics
And plus
are
and
insane.
also and I was gonna say also too, they do need to clean that up because the Vanity Project is going to NXT, and who's gonna have that energy that the Vanity Project, they left a mark on Evolve for real.
Yeah, for me, it's like the next ones up are kind of Cam and Riggins with the whole crazy antics. They're different.
Yeah.
They're almost like the they're
Like a heel like a heel D Generation X.
Yeah. Oh, because that's what I call Riggins anyway. Baby H. That's
Yeah, but except
it looks like Triple H to me. That's Baby H.
yeah.
So,
Baby H.
Yeah, it's like a weird alternate universe where it was The Rock
and,
instead of
Triple
Shane.
H are
Yeah.
together instead of hating each other.
Yeah.
But the match overall was just a basic match, really. I mean, it was just more to me just a way to get Cam another win. And I know they call Dante the gatekeeper, but it's like,
What is
Man, that
it?
man ain't no gatekeeper.
Yeah.
He ain't even got a key for the gate.
because he's always for the most part,
He got a
he does
key.
win sometimes. But he's
Timothy Thatcher got the key. Timothy Thatcher has the key. That's the real gatekeeper right there.
Oh
I
my
remember
You
when
wanna
Alexis
talk about
King,
gatekeeper,
when he
man?
came in, he was talking about he was the gatekeeper, and he actually backed it up. But then we never saw
He
him again
did.
after that.
For real, he's gatekeeping
One
your happiness.
episode.
man.
That's it.
He's
Oh
gatekeeping
my
your
God.
happiness.
Oh, that was like super.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So, but yeah, this match was just a regular match to me. It wasn't anything more. Just a Cam showcase, a further Cam and Tate Wilder storyline. Whereas Tate, that's the thing. You gotta stop calling him Tater Tot. I don't like it because that's Tater Taxi. That's Tater Tot. You gotta give
That's
the man he's gotta get a new nickname. Brainstorm it or whatever, or beat him up again. And
Brainstorm.
I liked how they said, "Oh, he's gonna be in the parking lot crying," because that's where they kind of left him at in the parking lot. They said, "Are you in medical?" I'm like, "Yeah."
He was
We
crying.
can
But-
call him.
He was
We can
crying.
call him
Yeah,
mashed
but he-
potato.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, but hear these thoughts.
Sorry,
Hear
I
these
just looked
thoughts.
at TNA just real quick. I'm like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, but it's okay. Speaking of something that makes us happy, Thatcher's backstage, and apparently he doesn't understand technology, and that's always been his gimmick. He's trying to touch a light bulb. He's like, "Come on, work." It doesn't want to work. He says that we have some exciting news. Like, we'll talk about the women's championship vacated title next week, but this week, in 2 weeks, we have North American and European prospects coming in. We have some rumors on that, so I'll say them later on. It's Gall comes in, and It's Gall's like, "Hey, dummy, what about It's Gall?" Thatcher looks at him and just throws a paper ball in his head and like, "You want to say that again, sir?" He and we said this on the Evolve Effect. It's Gall, like a drama person, just said he just put his hand over his face. Scene. Okay, I apologize, Mr. Thatcher, Mr. Foreman. I would like to look at these pecs. They're peaking. I want to be on that showcase. He's like, "Do you really want to be on it?" "Yeah." "Do you really want to be on that showcase?" And looking back at it now, he just bought a corgi for himself. He calls it I forgot what his name was, but he bought a corgi for himself, and he was acting like a corgi himself. Like, yeah. And he's like, all right, fine, you got it. He high-fived the plant next to him, which was, I think, for me, a deep cut of him high-fiving the ghost of Jamar Hampton. Like, you'll always be my partner. So I'm like, oh, man, I love you for that. That, for me, was a deep cut. Then when he said, you know what, you can get out of this office. It's Gall. It's sideways. He went sideways, by the way. He just posed and went sideways and then said, yeah, and then left. And I want to go on Coach. Coach, your thoughts on that promo? It's Gall getting a showcase against someone in 2 weeks. And Thatcher's just, I guess he's like electronic dumb. I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought about this when I watched the scene. I don't know if you guys watched TNA during its dark stages when Eli Drake was there, but he had this button that kept pressing. It was like,
Dummy.
I should have something like that for It's Gall, because every time I think about him, I think when he says dummy, I think about that moment. I was like, they should really give him such a button because that would work really well for him. But yeah, I'm excited for the showcase. I hope next week when they said they're going to do the women's stuff, they're going to introduce new women's prospects, because like we haven't really gotten any, because like back when Mike Cunningham and them were announced, they said they were going to introduce the new women, but they never did. So I really hope we see new women, especially since I think the division right now desperately needs some new star power, since like a lot of people are leaving. But yeah, I'm excited. I think they specifically said the European talent are going to be showcased in 2 weeks, or maybe I heard that wrong.
European and North American.
Yeah, but I think they specifically said the European talents, but maybe I heard wrong. Maybe that's just me. But I'm excited to see who it is. I'm excited to see who it is. I suspect they probably stole someone TNA recently brought in. That would be funny if they just took TNA's recent sign, or not signing. I guess he just appeared there. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to see new fresh faces just come in, because I always love it when there's new people introduced. Also, I noticed in the main event, Jaquan McNair is his name, or maybe I'm just confused.
You got Jaquan.
Oh, my bad. Was this the first time he's appeared since he was introduced? Because I don't remember seeing him any other time.
Second time. Actually, I confirmed it today. Last week he was in the town hall, so this is his second time back from his concussion from Dr. Thirst.
All right, yeah, I forgot he had a concussion. Okay, that's my bad then. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next few weeks, especially hopefully we're getting a lot of new people, and I think that could be really great for Evolve.
Okay. Terrell, your thoughts? And I think he just teased that Ricky Sosa might be involved. I'm wishing it.
Me too.
But I am too. But Terrell, your thoughts?
Yeah. So, well, let me go off for Ricky Sosa. So, I think the last time we had talked, maybe offline or probably on the podcast, that Capitino Jones put his ID championship on the line against Ricky Sosa in February, which that match is actually pretty good. Y'all should check that out. But if he is, it'll be dope. It'll be crazy. I would definitely be all for it as long as they keep the theme song. Keep the theme song. He could probably like build up on his gimmick along the way. Because I know when I saw him on TNA, he did. I mean, it's not that he didn't seem shy or anything, but he just felt like real laid back. But it was pretty cool though. When after he's won his match. But as far as in with Isgal and Timothy Thatcher, that was funny. I really enjoyed that. My favorite part of it is when Isgal was like, how are you going to have a show? How are you booking a show for new talent, but you haven't even thought about me? And I was like, what is he moving like an action figure? That's what it looked like.
Real life size skin doll.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought I was tripping when I saw that. But in 2 weeks, he will be having a little special appearance on Evolve. And in 2 weeks, they're also bringing in new European talent. So I think he might be facing this new European talent, whether it's one or two, but he's going to end up facing one of them. It's gone, man. He's going to be like the comic relief of the match probably, or it's probably going to be someone shocking that we just don't know, and his face expression is going to be outrageous when he see this person. I just know it because he's going to be able to sell it really good. He's just going to. I gotta face him. I gotta face him. No, but I think it's cool. new female talent. Of course, you know, he put the emphasis on new female talent. And for Coach and the Pro Gooners, I know they're all happily excited about this because I know the president over here is very
Holy
excited.
shit.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit. Okay. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this segment and one of the prospects that might be coming out. EOD said this like last week or a couple weeks ago. Nikki Blackheart. She actually might be the
Ooh.
one popping up in 2 weeks.
Hope so.
I hope so. I hope so too, because she's great in the range, great physique, everything. So I hope she is one of them. And it's good they bringing in new female superstars to be in there also. So they because not you know now the title is vacant, so they're gonna do a little tournament. You know, these probably need to rack up some more females to do no to compete in it. So that's pretty good too. And the segment was funny. Timothy trying to turn the light bulb on and stuff. That was funny. And it's God coming in doing him. It, it was fun too. But then I'm looking forward to see who he gonna face next week. It's gonna be hilarious. But it's gonna be this his reaction is gonna be the priceless thing. So I'm looking forward to it.
I love it. Hear these thoughts. Your thoughts
Yeah.
on this segment, and we talked about this in the Evolve effect, but you can elaborate more if you want on those three prospects.
Yeah, I'm excited if it is Nikki Blackheart. Like just like EOD, I've been following her for a bit now too, so she's been pretty good. So if she shows up, I'll be happy. And if it's Ricky Sosa too, that'll be even crazier. That'll be even crazier. But as far as the segment it goes, it was funny. We talked about it earlier. I love It's God, bro. He's like my favorite human Pokemon of all time. He just says his name, It's God over and over. And the thing that you gotta love about this guy is that everything he does is pretty innocent. Like it isn't anything like evil behind what he's doing. He's just being himself and he can't help it. And I like the interaction he had between him and the foreman, because we talked about it earlier. I like the fact when there is a manager who's still able to put on the trunks to get in the ring, because you never know what the interaction with other wrestlers are going to turn into. If it's a person that never wrestled and can't wrestle, you already know it's going to go one way or another. But when it's someone like a Thatcher, he throwing a paper, no other manager is going to throw a paper at It's God like that. So, but overall, I just thought the whole thing was funny, and I want to see more interactions between the both of them.
That's true. EOD, your thoughts on the segment?
All right, I'm probably going to show my age a little bit here, but when I was a kid, I used to like the Three Stooges a lot. I actually have all the episodes on iTunes. So when he had that paper ball and it just threw it at this man in the face, like we're in middle school or something. Visible Man was watching me on my live stream. I was dying and I couldn't figure out why it was so funny to me. It was just like super funny to me that he just, I don't know, I guess an authority figure, and I don't think I've ever seen that before. Hey, just come in the office like, just what do you want? But it's Gal. He's always funny though. The fact that he came in talking about It's Gal and all the It's Gal thing, and I'm glad they're going to showcase him. And I'm hoping maybe because of the success of Danhausen, maybe we say, hey, maybe we could push Gal a little bit more so we can get him on the NXT at some point. Because this Gal's been around forever, but when you really look at about the amount of matches he's actually had, it hasn't been that much and stuff. So hopefully now they're going to show him more in a light to push him to the next level. Everything, because I think he would shine on the main roster, but we gotta give him the NXT first. But yeah, overall the segment was good. And Timothy Thatcher, his deadpan, the straight man, in the segment, that was good. I did like that. I was like, yeah, he was just funny, just doesn't look funny, just mean all the time and everything. So that made it even funnier. Like, okay, so yeah, this was an A segment for me.
It was for me too. You know what's not an A segment? Braxton Cole, possible new candidate for the unwanted list by Cardala standards. He popped out. He says he's from Brown University. He's straight A's all the way. He's intelligent. He's gonna do something different. And he tells the guy at the end, "Get out of this place. Get out of here. You're absorbing too much of my oxygen." I'm gonna say this. I know Cardiem, wherever you are, is gonna say this too whenever you get a chance. And I know she said this to me anyway. This is a weird heel heat of white privilege. For some weird reason, you guys are going the anti-Hassan way. Like, because Hassan back in 2001 was getting real heel heat. This is beyond X-Pac heat. And the fact, yeah, good for you. You're smart. That's great. But as EOD keeps bringing up every single time we see Braxton Cole's name, you got beat up by Jada Parker. How smart are you really? Let's be honest. Other than that, Coach, your thoughts on this promo of Braxton Cole? He is smarter than you, apparently. He is A's in every way. That's his gimmick.
I'm intrigued. I feel like you said with the white privilege thing, I think I don't have faith in WWE at the moment to like actually do a gimmick like that correctly. But like if they actually tried, they could make something out of it and like send a message with it. But I don't trust him with it. Other than that, I don't see how this could work whatsoever because he's not going to win all of his matches and then he just looks stupid. So then like, what's the point of the whole gimmick? So I'm on the fence about it. I'm intrigued, but I don't have faith that this specific gimmick is really going to work or be any different than what we already know him for as.
Terrell, your thoughts on Braxton Cole?
I really have no thoughts for him, honestly and truthfully. I like some of the stuff that he recently did with Team PC, but I mean, the switching of the gimmick is. It just seemed like it kind of came out of nowhere. Like they could have kept him with Team PC, terrorize some people and stuff like that, but I guess they're taking it a different route. I don't know how this whole smart thing is supposed to go because we know he's going to end up getting in the ring with someone that's going to outsmart him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ.
I agree. Like it's kind of odd out of nowhere that he changed gimmicks like that. I actually thought it was gonna be like this big jockey dude with with the PC dudes, and all of a sudden he'll boot smart guy gimmick something like kind of odd, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna probably do well. It might not. I don't know. He might, but we just had to see. But it was odd for that change though.
Yeah. And again, I have nothing against Braxton Cole. If he's a good wrestler, he's a good wrestler. And if you're gonna be a smart wrestler, you have to be like Kendrick, like really use every inch of the ring, use the steps, use the ropes, use the thing that turns everything, like really dissect the person in the ring. If you're not doing that and you're doing like weird moves that ends in a slam like everyone else does, you're wasting my time. Here are these thoughts. Braxton Cole is A's in every way.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to piggyback what you said, but the only thing I will say is, well, obviously the whole change is weird, but it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be a person that's going to come up against Timothy Thatcher because he thinks he's smarter than him and try to challenge his orders and try to see how that, this what EOD said, that Timothy Thatcher is kind of deadpan, he's not good at technology, he's not like technologically smart, but that's like an open like room for Braxton Cole to come in there and be like, hey, I got A's and everything, I know what I'm doing. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens with that. But outside of that, just Braxton Cole as a character, he's another person where I got to see how he interacts with other people in feuds. I'm not too interested in it right now, but I got to wait and see what happens.
Okay. EOD?
Yeah, for me with Braxton Cole, I have to disagree with some of the panel a little bit because to me, I don't even think he had a character. Like he was there, but there was like he was just there. So even though it kind of came out of nowhere, but if you're going to do it, this is the time to do it, I guess. When we have a whole new involved, we'll talk about the other guy later. But yeah, so I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with this one. Like I did like that he has a character. And I think the reason why they even gave him this character, which is so different than Cam and Riggins, is because now the PC ID wars is over. So now everything's going to go back to kind of how it kind of was. Everybody's just trying to get chips and gold. We have a little factions here and there, but everybody's going to kind of just break off and stuff. So I think that's maybe the reason why they're doing it now. And I think the guy's name, the Harvard guy, was it, I always want to say Nowinski. WWE kind of had a gimmick sort of like this because he was.
Dave Otunga.
No, not him. It was he had the he ended up getting concussions. He couldn't wrestle anymore.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
you talking about the one that was dressed up in red?
Yeah.
He had like the short
hair,
curly hair.
Yeah, like Charlie Dempsey. His hair was kind of like
Man,
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
what was he? Was he
Dang.
on? He was on a he was on only one WWE game. That was like WrestleMania. Because he was like a scholar.
that. Yeah. So to
Dang,
me, it
I
kinda
can't
gives
think
I
his
that-
forgot
name.
his name. I can't.
But I didn't
remember.
even think
I
about
forgot
the
his
white
name.
privilege thing until hear these thoughts in the Invisible Man was talked about earlier, and they were talking about Kerr and White.
Yeah.
I was like, you can mix the two together. I'm like, okay, you could do you really could do it and everything in a way because since he's so smart, he went to Brown. My old roommate, his dad went to Brown, like one of those like those higher up schools and stuff like that. So I could see it, and it'll be kind of funny to me because he's so smart. So he thinks he
Yeah.
can do all this stuff, but he really can't. It's like, oh, being book smart is one thing, then actually, put it into practice all the wrestling ring. Like you could write me an essay, but I don't know if you can pin me in this ring. So I'm waiting to see
Right.
where that goes. And like you said, he needs to interact with more people more because he's kind of just interacted with like Riggins and them. And with this new gimmick, we don't know how that's going to play off with people. So I'm going to give it a chance. I didn't mind it when I saw it. I'm like, okay, this is different. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Honestly, I think you would be like a perfect candidate for like a Chase U reboot. I think you could fit into that if this is the gimmick they're going for with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadly, yeah. Because he's only the one smart enough in that group. Other than not even Chase is smart enough because he makes bad decisions. But that's true. Speaking of a decision that was kind of weird of making, Laney Luck versus Xena Sterling. Laney Luck comes out with new darker hair, different than what she was, dirty blonde. Xena Sterling comes out in, I think, and I hate to say this, I think in the same Alexa Bliss outfit that she came out in 2016. I just a little stretched out, just fine because Xena Sterling is a big woman, like a tall, muscular woman, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not fat shaming on her. She'll beat the crap out of me, and I'll be okay with it.
Snooze.
Love you, Cardi.
Oh,
We talk about juniors here.
okay, Alex, I see you.
Exactly, you know what I mean.
What?
This match lasted 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Xena did an inverted DDT for 2 counts. They did an inverted like leapfrog where one person was jumping over the other one and jumping over the other one and jumping over the other one. After a while, in the end, Lady Luck did a kick and a Death Valley driver, which I do love her. I do love that she's very like old school. Like this is a Death Valley driver. This is my finisher. Do you want to do anything elaborate? Fuck no. This is my finisher. It's a Death Valley driver. That's it. End of story. Which I love that. No one really does a Death Valley driver as a finisher at all, unless you do something weird and elaborate, like Tour of the Islands or Ricky Sosa finisher, like the Blue Thunder Bang, which I love that type of finisher that he does. Anyway, I give this match in terms of different ratings, Laney Luck a B- because she was carrying the whole match, and Xena Sterling a C. She's very scared and still slow, but nothing wrong with that. Like you can take the hits and go a little different this time. Terrell, your thoughts on this match?
I thought it was pretty decent. Laney Luck, she definitely did carry the match. I'm not gonna lie. As far as with Sterling, I would love to see her hit more of tap into like that bipolar kind of like character where you piss her off, you piss her off, hard enough, she will turn into like something totally different. And I guess that'd be like a lucky way for her to like win, like just become overly aggressive. Other than that, yeah, I'll give Sterling like a C. And yeah, Laney Luck definitely a B. But she did remind me of Mickey James with this new hair color though.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep.
CJ, your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a pretty good, decent match. And yeah, Xena, she needs a little bit more work going on her in-ring skills. But she got it. Just she need to just bring it out. And I just like what Terrell said, like I agree with that too. Like she need she need that little kick to get to the little anger side and just start demolishing folks. Like just be angry She-Hulk or something. Just do that. But yeah, the match was alright though. Yeah, Xena, yeah, I give her like a C, and Laney, I give her like a B+. But she hold it down the whole match. But yeah, she need to emulate something different in her arsenal.
Okay, yeah, I thought so too. Coach, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna backpack off of what they said. I think the match was pretty okay. Laney Luck definitely carried, so I'm also gonna give it a B for Laney and a C for Xena Sterling. I'm just personally, as someone that watched LFG, I really enjoyed Xena Sterling, and like something just doesn't feel right with how she's been here on Evolve. It just hasn't connected as well as it did there, and I think that's because on LFG we got to spend so much time with Xena Sterling, and as much time as we spent with her, we fell in love with her. I don't think they've nearly given her enough time here to show her character work, and that's what she's good at. Like how Ariana Grace and Nikita Lyons, when they're doing character stuff, they're at their best, and I think that's where Xena is. But all they're doing at the moment is just having her be a squashed opponent for someone else. So I think if they at least gave her like just interactions backstage or like a backstage promo package every single week, I think people would care more about her. And like even if she's not the greatest wrestler, once she taps into that character and people start liking her, I think that's when we're really gonna have something with her. But until they actually book her properly, I don't think we're really gonna progress with her the way we want to.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
EOD. Yeah, you're going, Terrell.
No, go ahead, Fred.
Yeah. Before we finish, I just wanted to ask everybody a question, but we could answer it either towards the end or not. But do y'all think squash matches are necessary in 2026?
Yeah.
Yeah, depends on the wrestler. If it's a Tyra May Steel or somebody like that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it depends on the wrestler.
There's a place for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's necessary unless it's overdone. Like you can't have someone like I'm just gonna throw out an example. You can't have someone like Carmelo Hayes just squash everyone. It just doesn't feel right. But then you can't have Obafemi squash someone 6 weeks in a row because then you're kind of overdoing it. So there's like a fine line where you have to do it properly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, but, that's a good point because back in the 2014, 16s, when they would try, like when Ryback, I'll fight 2 jobbers at once, I'll fight 3 jobbers at once, and they kept on amping, and it was cool after like the second or third time. I'm like, all right, cool, like actually fight somebody. But when you fought Ziggler, you lost. I'm like, okay, that doesn't prove the point for me that you're powerful, but you're dumb. That's,
They kind of did that with Braun Strowman too.
Yes, they did to everybody who was up. But Oprah's like, you came in and you destroyed Viking Raiders. Then you're like, you know what? Let me cool down and just beat up this guy who keeps calling me toxic and everyone else. I gotta defend all men everywhere. And then you elevate yourself to Brock Lesnar, which I understand. A couple people are like, oh, why they're doing that? It's too early for him. Ladies and gentlemen, he's only the 3rd person in WWE history, well, actually the 4th person in WWE history to have a record like his, and the only 3rd person in WWE history who came up from NXT to the main roster and has had a undefeated streak. That's the point. Think about the stats. If you don't want to think about the effort and you don't want to count NXT as a point, in NXT, everything he said came true. Everything. He never lied about his destiny. He never lied. Like that's good storytelling. So why doesn't that matter to some people?
And because my thing is this. Like I know WWE, some people, is separated from the WCW timeline and their time on the indies. People like to separate it. Well, they did this on the indies. They didn't do this in WWE though. I feel like if it's the same way for boxing where a person starts off in the gym or it's an official fight and it's their very first fight, and if they count those in boxing from the beginning to their career all the way to the end, this is their record. Like while they was on the indie circuit before they hit the main event in Las Vegas or whatever, I feel like if they're gonna count all of that time for boxers or UFC fighters or what have you, it should be the same energy should be for professional wrestlers as well.
Yeah, it should be. Well, shout out to Jeff Liftman from the DRWC show. You're right, Terrell. It's true. Like you want to make monsters.
I know the Olympics. Yeah, like I know the Olympics or like amateur wrestling don't copy over to professional wrestling because that's a whole separate career. But I feel like for professional wrestling, it should be counted. no matter how many brands or how many companies they work for. But a lot of fans don't think about that way. It's like, well, they didn't accomplish it in AEW, so or WWE, so it doesn't matter their record of how many wins or losses. But that'd be something cool that like maybe like a news outlet or somebody could just tap into and be like, well, how many matches did they actually win or lose throughout throughout their whole career? That's very interesting.
I agree with that, but then I feel like, oh, sorry, you go first here, these thoughts.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, well then they'll have to acknowledge the other promotions, and they kind of don't want to do that.
Yeah. Like the reason why I say that though, the reason why I say it though, I brought it up is because it shows just how much a person is like a performance act. It shows like, wow, this is how many shows they performed. Like it's wild. It's mind-boggling, honestly.
No, I feel like it's just a bit difficult because I'm gonna take Obafemi as an example. Before he was Obafemi, he was taking a lot of losses on NXT Level Up, and I don't think right now you want to kind of acknowledge like, hey, Obafemi used to like lose every single week on Level Up because that kind of ruins what he has now. Like I agree with you in certain aspects. I think that's a very cool idea. In just others, is not that good.
Yeah. So basically, what would make more sense is how many matches have they had in their entire career. That would make more sense.
Yeah,
wins or losses.
Matter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
If you add percentages, you look at like the Jada Parker syndrome, where she has more losses than wins, but yet she always, until she had this new change, she would always get a title shot. Like she would lose 3 in a row, but then on the 4th match, she would get a title shot every single time across the board. And it's a weird booking now with Oba. Yeah, he's undefeated. He's going against Brock, and I hope to the gods and anyone that's listening, please let him just destroy Brock. Like, destroy him in WrestleMania. It should be a 2.5-minute match at most. Because Brock
wasn't there a recent report that said Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar said they don't want Brock to lose for a while though?
Yeah.
Like I want Obafemi. I think Obafemi should absolutely win, but like I don't trust the politicking going on there.
I know.
But
It's gonna be sad.
Brock is all about his money. Like it almost seems like he doesn't really care as long as he gets paid. And I will say, like what he did, if you saw like the slow mo, how he kind of helped Oba like kind of get over even more over him. But he did the same thing with Damian Priest. I forgot when they fought and everything. When he told him to do something to him on the stage.
Yeah.
I mean, so Brock will. He's got this persona, but Brock, especially I guess if you like it, he will try to get you over and everything.
Yeah,
on him.
when he thinks you're the guy.
He let him put his foot on his chest too.
Yeah,
he doesn't let anybody.
He told him. Yeah, he told him.
He told him in the ring to do it. Just like he told Damian to do something like out on the ring, like he just told, hey, do this and everything. Now, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe he did. Those type of things. And I'm like, so he's kind of generous that way. I guess if he believes in you.
Before we get to the next segment, here's a question for everybody else. Everyone can say a quick yes or no. If Oba loses, should he lose like you threw everything and the kitchen sink in his ass, and that's the only reason that he lost? It wasn't a quick squash. It's like a 10-minute match. Oba and Brock is fucking dead near tired, but he wins by the skin of his teeth. Like that's the only way you could probably put Oba over. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be a squash match. It
can't be a
As
squash.
long as it's a regular match, that's fine for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say Brock Lesnar. Like, I mean, I hate to always go to this route, but I feel like Brock Lesnar should get to a point in the match like, man, this has been going on forever. I need to just hurry up and do something fast, and like he low blow him or roll him up in a dirty pan.
Yep, that's why I thought to just
because it'll literally make the crowd get behind Oba like, yo, this is some bull, like, and it'll make Brock look like even more bigger a-hole, like a-hole too, for real. And the crowd will be 100% behind Oba because it'll be a good story, and maybe they could run it back in Minnesota. I mean, in Minneapolis. Yeah, they could run it back in Minnesota.
I like that. Just putting that out there for everyone that's listening, ladies and gentlemen. There are options. You don't have to be bitching at. But anyway, back to what's happening now in Evolve, because we always do like tangents. Next, speaking of tangents, Mr. Lisa Dorado is parked in the coaching section. He's about to go home or wherever he's going, probably to get some milk. Mike Mayman Cunningham pops out of nowhere, sunglasses up, and says, "Hey, how you doing? I remember you from the Cruiserweight Classic, and you inspired me. Maybe if we can have a match, maybe I could take away one of your lives." That's exactly what he said. And during this, Lince Dorado said, "Where's security? Who is this guy? Why did he grab my bags?" Under his breath, he gave the bags to Mike Cunningham, possibly to protect himself, because you're in the parking lot, as you hear these thoughts says all the time, the most dangerous part on earth, the parking lot in NXT or Evolve, either way. So they set up a match. Next week is going to be Dorado versus Cunningham, sunglasses down. EOD, your thoughts on this match, and go around the board.
I think this is going to be a good match. The evolution of Mike Cunningham, and like I said in the Evolve effect, he was definitely looking like Tom Cruise, for sure. So he had the glasses on, the hair, and everything. I'm like, okay, so I was right when I was comparing him to Tom Cruise earlier. And let's say Dorado was looking at this man like, I'm trying to check out my groceries, and this guy behind me just keeps talking to me. I don't want to talk to this guy. I just want to go home. It's like he gave him the bag, like, okay, you keep talking. Hey, hold my bag. Well, I'm trying to open up my car door, like at least be useful or something. And it was just the way that Lindsay was just blowing this guy off, just looking at, why is this man talking to me? I thought that was funny. And Mike's social skills wasn't keen enough to realize that this man didn't want to be bothered right now. But when he talked about his mask and everything, that's when Lindsay kind of started getting a little bit mad. So it's like, hey, being a luchador is like more than just the mask and everything. So, and he told him that what's his thing again? He said, oh, you may be main man or whatever, main man, but next week you're gonna be the next man. I was like, that was actually a cool line. And yeah, and I think he was parked in the coaching spot. So the fact that you didn't know who he was, I'm like, are you that great of a coach, let's say? But I thought the whole segment was funny. No, I'm just playing with Lindsay. I do like Lindsay Dorado. But that was funny. The whole segment is like just this little. To him, it's probably like a little nobody just bothering me, just pestering me. And you really think you can actually beat me? You're giving me backhanded compliments, as in, oh yeah, you inspired me and everything, but I'm gonna take one of your lives and everything. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I like the segment, and it's furthering Cunningham's character. So I like it a lot.
All right. Hear these thoughts?
Yeah, just really quick. We said it earlier on the Evolve podcast. All I want to see Cunningham accidentally take off Lindsay Dorado's mask next week.
Oh,
Now, curiosity on. Is it an accident? We don't know. Curiosity off. That's all I gotta say about that one.
Yeah.
nice.
I think it's CJ Wolfie now. I think we're going.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going next. Well,
Okay. Yeah, it was a fun little segment, and Mike Cunningham just be slick with stuff like like we seen a heel turning slowly for surely, and that idea where he thought just said, yeah, I kind of see that happening. He would try to like slip, just take this man mask out during the match. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna be doing this week with his slip ways.
Oh yeah. Mike Cunningham is awesome. I like him. I like his character work. With this Hollywood feel that he has going on right now. He look like he's about to make Mission Impossible 18.
Shoot.
But no, I was so shocked when I saw Lindsay Dorado, and I like the line that he said. He wanted to take one of his lives. I thought that was a pretty cool line. But I think I'm ready to see Mike Cunningham just become a full-on jerk.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh,
no, we lost the host. Okay, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I think personally, what seeing Lindsay Dorado made me really realize I miss having luchadors on like Evolve, NXT, and TNA, because we really don't have any there whatsoever. And since those are the main shows, and especially Evolve, we don't have any of that, and it kind of lacks a bit. Made me feel like, man, I really miss seeing like masked wrestlers and that whole culture in the rest of the wrestling scene. But then besides that, I don't understand why everybody is so mean to Mike Cunningham. He's done nothing to deserve any of the hate he's getting. Like, he's just a nice guy. He may not have that good social skills, but he's a nice guy. Just be nice to him.
Exactly.
Like people, I've been noticing that too. Like people are straight jerks to him. Like people are just straight jerks to him for no reason. They talk to every other superstar normal, but as soon as Mike Cunningham want to say hey to somebody or something, they just
be so weird with him.
They jealous, man. They jealous. They jealous, man. They jealous, man. They jealous. And now that he's 10 jacked and ready to attack, Isgard needs to be his partner now. Like they need to get something going with that.
Oh Lord.
I was thinking that too. That would be the perfect tag team of like just conceited and just out of nowhere a doll. Yeah, that works in a sense.
I mean, now that the Vanity Project is gone, because I really thought he would have been a good fit with the Vanity Project, especially when he first showed up.
Yeah, he would have.
Stuff they were doing on social media.
It was a good prospect.
Except for
you're
Ricky
right.
Smokes,
Yeah.
hated him. So I thought
That was a good, beautiful storyline. All right. After that, and we'll see that next week, ladies and gentlemen, Listen Dorado versus Mike Cunningham, or as I like to call him, Mike Antology, Tom Cruise Ham, because he's gonna turn into something really dark. Cappuccino Jones comes out. There's a new, instead of a white coffee cup, there's black versions of the coffee cup, so that's pretty cool. Like they're kind of like different colors. He comes out. Peter Rosenberg said, "I think he's had too many cappuccinos anyway, but he seems focused." He talks about that he's very happy that Aaron Work's going to be the new championship. And then after that, he says, "Brooks Jensen, you beat me with one hand behind my back. That's not impressive. Get out here. We're gonna finish this and have a match." Brooks Jensen coming out as Coach says, like a little bitch. Comes out, "Oh, whatever. Oh, F you. Oh, you're bam, bam, bam. Oh, you're gonna mess with me." I heard a lot of noise.
I want to interrupt real quick. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention to his promos, but was he trying to make his voice deeper here? Because to me, it felt like he was trying to make his voice deeper, or maybe I've just not been paying attention to his promos.
Pramela, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Oh no, you keep going.
It was almost like
I thought
a
it was a mic
deeper
thing, is what I thought
Austin
it was at first.
imitation or
So
something.
I don't know.
He's just so the way he just comes, because we said this on the Evolve Effect. Like ever since Harlan Lewis beat him up, he been acting like a bitch, like just straight whining all the time. I'm like, when? And therefore you can be like, "Oh, from bam, bam, bam." Does that mean that you whine? Because that's what you're doing right now. Jesus.
It's very telling when Birthright, a faction that's just jobbers, doesn't even want Brooks Jensen. That's like very telling on where he's currently stated at.
That is sad. He's third generation. Like that. That's even worse.
Like I don't think Stax is like a second generation wrestler. I think he's just there
he's
for
not.
Ariana Grace.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's just there.
He engaged. He engaged, man. You know,
He has birthright.
we're not gonna
engaged
say what
generation.
everybody else was saying. Yeah, we're not gonna say what everybody else was saying on Twitter and stuff. They was talking about, oh yeah, he's in the group because he's effing,
Yeah.
and they never
Oh,
finished the
right.
sentence. They never finished it. They just say that. Like,
What was
As far as
technically
yeah.
they're not wrong, but they could use a little.
as far as I'm concerned,
my
Brooks
God.
Jensen was home champion every single night.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But that's messed up, Coach. But that is true. I will say that for Stax, he is Oprah's husband. That's all I gotta say
Stedman?
about that. Yeah, there he is. I forgot Stedman. He's just a Stedman, and we all had to respect and understand who Stedman was in the end. So good for him. But let's go around the board. EOD, your thoughts on this Cappuccino Jones promo, and we're gonna have possibly a 3-type match like next week. Probably next week or 2 weeks, we're gonna have Cappuccino Jones versus Jensen, and then probably a rubber match in the end.
Yeah, I actually like the promo by Cappuccino Jones. I'm glad that maybe he wasn't on TV a lot because he was always doing the ID thing everywhere. But yeah, it's starting to seem like he's about to step up to the plate a little bit and become like a main player on Evolve. I still think they need to keep talking about how he's the Evolve ID champion, because they never do this. Like, hey, this man is important and everything. And calling out Brooks Jensen, it came out of nowhere, but it did make sense. Like, yeah, you're over here bragging about, oh, you beat me with my hand tied behind my back. And you kind of barely did that. So it's like, hey, come on out here. And yeah, I thought there was like more of a mic issue is what I was thinking because I saw he came out, he was talking, I didn't hear it at first, and then I was able to hear him. So I just thought it was like just a mic thing. So I don't know if he was trying to change his voice or not. But he didn't really say, he really didn't say much and everything. It was like, to me, it was like all about Cappuccino and elevating him. And I think the match is next week. And I don't think Jensen is winning that match. I think Cappuccino will win that match, and I think he needs to because he needs to be one of the top echelon of the Evolve guys. So that's what I think is going to happen. And it is pretty sad that he's not with the Birthright because he was with that whole group with the TNA invasion situation. So I thought for sure he was going to be part of it, but he's not.
It's not.
Nope.
It's not sad. It's good. I'm enjoying Birthright.
Oh my god.
Reach, coach. Talk to him.
It's not. Damn.
Oh my god.
I told you it'd be like this. I told you, even on the Evolve effect, it was gonna get even worse. I love it though. Here are these thoughts. Your thoughts on this promo against Ed Brooks Jensen versus Cappuccino Jones next week.
I thought the promo was cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But for me, Brooks Jensen, his name is why. Because every time he comes on the screen, that's what I think. Every time I hear his theme song, I'm like, why? Why is he out here? And I lose so much interest in whatever match he's involved in. The moment that they announce it, I've never been disinterested in the Cappuccino Jones match before until now.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to care about it. I don't care about it. I might even skip the whole match. Y'all might have to review that on your own because I don't want to see it. I do not like it.
I get it.
Dang.
It's stressful, bro. It's stressful.
I'm following Yuri's thoughts. I'm following Yuri's thoughts. If he's not gonna watch the match, and I'm not gonna watch the match.
Okay.
That reminds me
Oh
of
my god.
oh, this guy absolutely sucks. I'm going to take a. I was like, that's what that reminds me of.
I can't take Brooks Jensen, man. I can't. I'm not like that with any wrestler but him. I don't know what it is. I can't handle him. I can't.
Yeah, that's why he's on the unwanted list. We'll talk about that list later. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this promo and Jensen?
Dang, that's hate for this man. Crazy. But yeah, he did. It did seem like he's trying to make his voice a little bit more deeper, though. I don't know why, but yeah, it might be the mic issue too. But I'll say it's nice they have another feud on there with these two, since it came from this match they had at the Gauntlet match.
Is it just me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can.
CJ.
You hear me?
I can hear her.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we
No, I
can
was saying I
hear.
couldn't hear
Keep going,
CJ,
CJ.
so I'm just trying. Okay.
Oh.
Let me jump out.
Okay.
Okay. Continue, CJ.
But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have a feud that on there with these two involved, especially from the match they had and the Gauntlet match. And Jason still feels some type of way about it. So, and Cappuccino still feels some type of way of like, yeah, I beat you with one arm, and it just try to just get the man hyped, get the man in his anger. So, yeah. So it's gonna be a here and there match. I wish they made like a street fight or something. At least put something to it, since it's like a little grudge match between the two. Instead of be a regular match, they could have made like a street fight or no DQ or something, tables match, something. That's my issue with it. They should have put something on it for them to do, just go out and destroy each other.
I hope
Okay.
Cappuccino Jones slaps him with a coffee.
Can you
cup.
hear it now?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
it now.
Can you hear it? Okay.
Okay.
I can hear.
Okay.
I heard everybody else, but I couldn't hear CJ for some reason.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's good. I'm glad you got back. Terrell, your thoughts on the match, Jensen, and probably as piggybacking off CJ Wolfie's topic, the third match might be a street fight. Because again, Cappuccino's gonna win. Cappuccino's gonna win this one against Jensen, and then the third one will have to be a street fight. Or if you want to get creative, 2 out of 3 falls.
Ooh.
We gotta get 3 of these.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls would be 2 out of 3 falls would be cool. I can't say that 2 out of 3 falls would be pretty cool. For the third match, but as far as in with Cappuccino and Brooks Jensen, honestly and truthfully, I forgot about that Gauntlet match. So this kind of like got me out of nowhere. Brooks Jensen, he could be utilized so much better, because what I was hoping was going to happen by Cappuccino Jones wearing his black, I was expecting him to do something tonight. But I ain't gonna harp on that. I'll just wait till later.
Mhm.
But yeah, the match is next week, so we'll just see what happens with Cappuccino Jones and I don't know what to call him.
Why?
That guy.
Rice.
Why?
Right.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
milk.
Bam, 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 bam.
Maybe Coach got it. Like that's the I like when he say that. I don't know. Maybe Coach got something better to say than I do.
He's just a generic white guy. He's the generic white guy. There's nothing more to him.
Jesus, this is
Dang, man.
evolving into madness.
Oh,
Okay.
you saying he's that white guy?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just basic. Like I want to say I don't hate him. I just don't find him interesting at all right now. Like he's a good wrestler, but there's
Oh, my
just
bad.
nothing to appeal to him.
I did have something to say about him.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It does suck. And the reason why he's not in the new stable, what's the new stable name again? I forgot.
Birthright. Yeah, Birthright.
Yeah, Birthright. Yeah, the reason why he's not in Birthright is because Boy Buchanan cannot even match up to the career of Fit Finley and William Regal combined. That's probably the reason why.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, right Spencer don't do it for you?
The only Bill Buchanan, the only thing that I remember him for is Rice the Censor, and he barely had a line in that. He barely had a line in those promos.
Yeah. He was a sidekick to Big Boss Man too, I think.
And
Okay. See, that's all I remember him for.
And Big Boss Man was way better than Bull. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna crap on Bull Buchanan. Brooks Jensen, get a better gimmick. Hang out with this guy who we're gonna talk about right now. Luca Crucifino is in the back with Chuy Martinez, wearing a shirt of a woman, which is probably the spirit animal of his stomach.
Oh,
so
He's hanging with a guy named Chuy Martinez.
Oh my God, Luca.
Is there hate towards Luke? Is there hate towards Luca Crucifino? Because I'm actually enjoying what's going on. Okay,
I know.
Okay, I'll to catch the vibe.
I'm not hating him. This is something that just happened in the promo that I said in the Evolve effect, which is viewer discretion is advised, which I'm about to say this. I'm just saying this as a satirical comic. Luca Crucifino is talking about vibing, rolling with the crowd, that people underestimate him, that he's going to show out to the world. He's going to put everyone on the main stage and everything, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that he's saying this with his eyes closed, looking up at the sky, I made EOD blush when I say this, and I'll say this here on PWF Wrestling, and the thoughts of Alex Coquito is based on him alone. Was someone giving him fellatio while the interview was happening? Because it looked like that. His mouth was opening, he was spasming a lot, and I didn't get it. I didn't get what was going on. On top of that,
I know what was going on. He was thinking about the good old days with Tony D.
And that was a weird way of doing it that way. But the fact that while this was happening, he gave a bracelet to Chuy, touched his hand, rubbed his hand, did a heart thing and a peace sign. And for the first time ever, after 52 episodes of Evolve, I felt bad for Chuy. And I said to myself, you shouldn't be here. I know that you just like interview places. This is not your vibe. Get the fuck out. All right. So since here are these thoughts. We talked about this before. He did kind of essay Chuy. What are your thoughts on the promo, Chuy, and everything else? He did. Come on, it's fucking evidence. He left evidence on his hand.
He literally essayed his chakra right in front of everybody.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Everybody. So, that whole situation. First of all, when I was watching this, I was like, "This is another week they're really trying to piss off Alex." I don't know why they don't like Alex so much. They put both of these guys in the same room. It is crazy. This is crazy. But I don't know what to think about it. Like I said earlier, I feel like his gimmick is every week is a different drug. Like he has a side effect of a different type of drug every single week. And I was slightly disappointed that he didn't come out with the Beyblade sunglasses. He came out with a look like a FUBU all black glittery jersey, and he was just sitting there just staring at the lights. I again, this is just like the guy we talked about earlier with Braxton. We got to see how he mixes it up with somebody else before I give a formal opinion of how he is. But for right now, it's just like it feels like he's like forcing the hippie part, which could be cool, but it feels like it's kind of overdone a little bit, personally to me.
It doesn't feel genuine.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It's okay. Oh my. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this promo?
Yeah, it was seeing kind of off a little bit too with Chewy. Yeah, look, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you, thought. Like, I just need to see him and doing another promo with somebody else and see how this gimmick goes for how far to get what it's gonna be. But yeah, acting like he is. It may do like he on drugs for it. I ain't gonna lie.
Blue Dolphins. Blue Dolphins.
Oh my god. It's still shocking to me how he changed so much of how he looked. It still bothers me.
It's crazy,
But
man.
it is, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Chewy. Oh Lord.
Terrell.
I'm not even mad at yo. I'm not even mad at Luca, man. I'm mad at Chewy, bro.
Oh yeah,
Chewy pissed me off. Chewy pissed me off during this interview, man. And oh wait, I see Atlanta Black on TV.
oh yeah.
You know what? Speaking of Atlanta Black, let me change subject real quick. Speaking of Atlanta Black, I don't know if it's an animated message
The real Gunner is out now.
that I got DM'd. I don't know if it's a automated message that I got DM'd on Twitter, but Eliana Black, I don't know who takes over your Twitter or anything like that. I do not want your OnlyFans. I have a fiance that does everything that my fantasies desire.
Wow.
Preach.
I just thought that was weird.
Wow.
I do not want your OnlyFans. I love you as a wrestler. The same way I messaged I replied to the DM. I am a fan of your wrestling. I do not want to see your OnlyFans. I have a fiance that does everything that my fantasy desires. Now let me get back on subject. Chewy pissed me off, man. Chewy allowed this man to touch his soul. Chewy allowed another grown man to touch the windows of his soul and just take over his body. I don't know what he did at the end of that interview, but it pissed me off. Hey, stop. What did he do?
Right, cut. We said cut.
Cut. Hey, cut. Like, what was that? What was Chewy? I be trying to look out for you, Chewy. And you be pissing me off because you put yourself in these predicaments with Alex.
Like, why?
And everybody else that don't like you.
Like,
you do it to yourself, Chewy. Like, why? Why? What are you doing? You let this man that looks like he needs to be coming out to the Elvis parody song off of Black Dynamite. I'm a pill popping junkie. What's wrong with me? I'm on drugs. I'm all messed up. That's what you look like you need to be coming out to.
No, Black Dynamite. Oh my god.
It's true though. He's right. Whether you like it or not, he's
And
right.
Chewy,
Like,
oh my god, Chewy, I'm mad. I'm done with Chewy. I'm done. Chewy is forever on the crap list. Other than that, the only thing I say about Luca Crucifino, the only way I see this gimmick working for me, he needs some groupies, bro. You gotta have you some groupies, man, or just an entourage of crazy people that's just like you. I don't know, or I don't know, or maybe you could wear maybe you could be like a human emotion ring or something. Like, you know, you could you could wear a color for the day, and that's your personality for that day or something. I don't know. When you're in red, you're angry. When you're
Like Dwight Schrute.
you're in green, when you're in green, you're optimistic. When you're in yellow, you just pop the shroom and you got sunshine in a bag or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you want him to be the inside out characters?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
He better
a
do
great
it
gimmick,
now.
like, doing some inside out stuff. Just having
Yeah.
like 5 different
yeah.
managers at his side,
And then
each
have
manager is trying to
Chewie.
do something different.
Yeah, and have Chewie literally narrated, like have Chewie literally break the fourth wall every time. I don't know. Yo, oh my God, he's in red. Let's see what he gonna say today. He's in red, y'all. Who pissed you off? Man, I don't know, man. I'm on a beat on one of these bars, man.
Oh, that's a different type of drugs. You know, if you talking like that.
I'm on these bars.
That's not Waka Flocka.
Come on, Flemmy. Let me get a match
Man.
for me. Come on.
I'm finna stump. I'm finna go hard in the paint.
We get one of those matches,
Ah.
man. Come on.
Eat this life. All right, we're just okay.
Terrell is crazy, bro.
Coach, I know. Terrell's on point of this. Coach, your thoughts on this promo and Chewy?
I agree with what they said that this is like it doesn't feel natural yet, but I'm optimistic because I think it could work. I do enjoy it, and like it is a rave gimmick, and if you know anything about raves, like it's just a shit ton of drugs all the time. So like it seems pretty in character. He just needs to like out.
I've been
But,
to
like, yeah,
one rave in my life, and I'm good. I had one rave experience. I'm good.
That's all it takes.
Oh, I will never go to one personally, but I know what it's like because I have friends that go to it. So like, but yeah, I think it could work. He needs to figure out how to embody the gimmick. Because like you guys said, he doesn't feel natural yet. But like, if he can figure it out, I do see potential there. I just wonder how they're gonna work around it. Because like, you can't have a rave gimmick without like addressing the obvious thing that happens with raves, and I don't think that gimmick is gonna go far beyond like Evolve or NXT. So like it's a weird situation, but I think it could be something at least.
Okay. EOD, your thoughts on this promo? And by the way, since Coach, you never been to a rave and Terrell's been the one, I've been to 57, and that's when I was doing 20. I really like. Okay, I was really into drum and bass in 2000 to 2003, and I was in California, and every week. Anyway, EOD, your thoughts on this?
All right. Well, I've never been to a rave either, so don't feel bad, Coach. I like Luca Crucifino, but this gimmick right here, it's like I'm still trying to give it a chance, but I like the suit wearing Luca Crucifino, the Crucifino that had the first sit down with Big Body Javi way back in Evolve. That's the Crucifino that I'm used to. This is like a completely different person. Like I get gimmick changes, so that's why it's like I'll give it a chance because he is good in the ring. I do like his moveset. But this gimmick is like, this is a little much. Now, like I would say, like if he was a different person, like let's say person A, and Luca Crucifino was B, it would be a little bit different. But since I've seen what he was like, and now like this gimmick change, it's so drastic that I'll give it a chance. But I was like, I wasn't the biggest fan of this segment at all.
Yeah, it's weird.
But that's.
I wish he was more laid back, like Dude Love.
Like Coach likes it, and I don't. But it's like to me, and that's the cool thing about wrestling. Like there's always something for somebody and everything. And this is because you always say, "Oh, I like everything," and I'm like, not everything, because I really don't like this. I'm willing to give it a chance though, because we haven't seen it play out fully. So I'll give it a chance.
Go on, Coach.
It's not looking good.
It's
not looking good.
Yeah, I just like weird stuff in wrestling. Like if there's something weird or something that doesn't make sense or it's just silly, then I like it. I like when it doesn't necessarily make sense or take itself too seriously.
I like Dan Elgin.
Mustafa Ali cut his hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He cut it like
last week.
Last week. Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh Lord.
I can't remember when the taping started. Yeah, he cut it.
But to continue to go to the main event, Matt Hardy opened the door for us all for all this weird shit. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the weird,
You gotta love Matt Hardy.
I love Matt Hardy. Love the love that he comes to Puerto Rico like 3 times a year and he comes out, but he's just having fun. Anyway, time for the main event.
Yeah.
Dr. Thirst versus Aaron Rourke. Let's freaking go. This match lasted 15 minutes. First minute and a half was Aaron Rourke rolling up Jackson Drake and Jackson Drake going to the outside complaining. At a certain point, me and Hear These Thoughts saw the same thing, and I investigated this. And EOD, I mean, he saw this too in a sense. At a certain point, when Jackson Drake did jumped over, jumped over Jackson, when Aaron Rourke jumped over Jackson Drake, there was a cut. And then 5 seconds later, the audience is saying oh, you liked it. I investigated. Apparently that cut that happened was that when Aaron Rourke jumped over Jackson Drake, he rubbed on his back and did little honk on his butt. And then
he did a honk.
He did a honk. Jackson Drake kind of blushed a little bit, and then someone in the crowd said, "Oh, you liked it." And then he's like, "No, I didn't." And then I went back before we went live, and then Vanity Project is trying to do damage control. No, that was no. He didn't like it. He didn't like it at all. He was talking to a 6-year-old. First of all, the kid's saying it. That's what life is.
That part I remember seeing, but I didn't know what it was referring to at first. Brad Baylor, I think, was over.
Yeah. See what I mean? I love his friends. It's no, he didn't like it. Yeah. And someone should have said, "Well, $20 is $20. That's what Jackson Drake said." Oh, shut up. But back to the match. Aaron Rourke did a 619, but he calls it the area coded Sparkle City. It's wherever Sparkle City is for him. He did a sit down power bomb. He did a flip to the outside to the Vanity Project. Vanity Project did the Jackson Drake, after distracting the ref, got hit. He did the unaliving to Aaron Rourke, but got a 2 count. Crowd popped. After a while, Aaron Rourke was doing slaps back and forth. They were really doing a blood feud type match. Jackson Drake did a suplex to Aaron Rourke to the outside of the floor of just crazy shit. This was as I said, to Hear These Thoughts in EOD, this was a indie match in Evolve. This is not a WWE match. This is a indie match. In the end, Jackson Drake was jumping off the top rope to hit. He was gonna do the 450 to Aaron Rourke. Aaron Rourke did a spear to Jackson Drake, but before that, and I thank God I remember this. Aaron Rourke is part of the Sit Your Ass Down Club when Samoa Joe, and you remember that, CJ Wolfie and Terrell, the Uranagi sit your ass down style. I loved it. I love this little style of Aaron Rourke. He's taking bits from everybody and just having fun with it. But in the end, speared to Jackson Drake over the rainbow for the 1, 2, 3, and you knew Evolve champion Sparkle City dime piece.
Yes.
He paid off of human resources, Aaron Rourke. So, but before the post match, Terrell, your thoughts on the match and the outcome before the post match.
Man, this match, you know what? For both performers, overall, this match was superb. I would give it an S for performance. When I was watching this match, it reminded me of the almost like the Japanese style wrestling, not quite to the level of, but yeah, like y'all said, it was like an indie match. Me and CJ was talking about it, how it felt like a match that we could have saw in Black and Gold. Yes. It was a very well thought out and put together performance by the both of them. When Aaron Rourke kept kicking out, I was totally shocked every single time. Oh man, this man has resiliency out the freaking box. You know what I'm saying? He's not letting up. He wanted to be champion, and he came out on top. I will say, Jackson Drake is definitely going to be missed as champion because he definitely left scars and all in that belt and in that locker room. And Aaron Rourke is now our new champion. And one of my highlights of the match is when he caught Jackson Drake jumping off the top rope and he hit him with a rock bottom, like he caught him in midair with the rock bottom.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing because I love The rock bottom. The rock bottom is one of my favorite body slam finishes of all time. So when he did that, it reminded me of like a catching finisher that you would do in 2K14 or something like that. Man, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's my favorite 2K too. CJ, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I love the match. Yeah, he said it reminded me so much of Black and Gold NXT, and yeah, they showed out. They showed out, and I loved it when you said that you're not getting on the corner. Loves that. That sit your ass down on there. I miss seeing it. I'm glad he brought that back on there. I miss seeing it. But overall, that match was an S plus. They did good on this match. Happy for Aaron Ward to win. Yeah, I actually expect Jason Drake. I really expect him to retain also and lead the undefeated as well. But it's a nice turn to get Aaron Ward the belt and give him a run with it. So I'm happy for him.
Okay, I like that. Coach, your thoughts on the ending? Aaron Rourke did touch his butt, and the fact that he won.
We're really gonna have to get a new HR or something because like there's too much sexual assault going on in Evolve. We need to figure that out. But yeah, similarly, I also was expecting Jackson Drake to retain just because similar to JC Jane, I'm just not betting against him anymore because like he always wins, but he lost. He's not champion anymore. And I'm actually happy about it. I think Aaron Rourke could like bring something completely different to that championship than what Jackson Drake did. And I think he deserves it. It just feels weird because he wasn't like, yeah, he was OG. He was there from the very start, but he didn't appear until a while later consistently. So like, but that doesn't matter. I'm happy for Aaron Rourke. I think he could be a great champion. And yeah, the match is definitely an S. I think it was amazing. I really liked when he didn't no sell it, but like when he just completely brushed off Jackson Drake's attack and just went straight at him. I really love that spot. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens. And the spot after the match is really interesting, but I guess we're gonna get to that after EOD and Hughie's thoughts.
Yes. EOD, your thoughts on the match rating?
Yeah, for me, yeah, this match was definitely an A. And as Coach was saying, I said on the Evolve Effect like 2 months ago, I didn't think Aaron Rourke was gonna be champion at all. Like he wasn't even on my radar of being champion. But the way they booked them and everything, it makes sense and everything. I also thought Jackson Drake was probably going to retain too until the Vanity Project jumped in and kind of jumped him for a little bit. Then I was like, oh, okay, they're making this into an overcome type situation. So I'm like, okay, because Jackson Drake has been winning matches clean lately. So when that happened, this is going to be Jackson Drake's last match. I'm like, it was cool. And the fact that the Vanity Project the whole Vanity Project Swipe Right was out there for the very last time. Because even though they're not wrestling anymore, it's like, okay, let's give
Oh,
EOD?
Oh,
they got him.
EOD? Damn. The Chennai got him again. All right.
oh my God.
We'll be back.
It's the Unwanted. They did this. The Unwanted did this.
I know they get mad at us. They get mad at us. But when he comes back, we'll get his thoughts on this. Hear these thoughts. Your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I thought this match was really, really good. I mean, Aaron Rourke is just like so multi-talented in the ring. The way he looks is so misleading compared to what he actually can do in the ring. And this match was so much fun. Now the butt squeezing part, like we talked about it earlier, it's funnier that they cut that out, but they left him licking Jackson Drake's face in the video. I'm like, okay, where was the judgment for that? But maybe, just maybe, they're like, okay, this is gonna be our Evolve champion. We can't have the footage of him doing this in the center of the ring for other people to see. Because Twitter is probably gonna say whatever they say about it for those who watch it. And Sparkle City is actually the nickname for Spartanburg, South Carolina. So I guess that's where he's from. You didn't know that, just figured that out today. And do you guys remember what spot that caused Jackson Drake to bleed? Like, I don't remember what happened to cause that.
No, I also just saw him start bleeding. I don't remember what spot it was. I just saw his mouth bleeding.
Bicycle kick.
What was the bicycle kick?
Yep.
Okay. But overall, the match was really, really good, man. Aaron Rourke is talented. I like it. And just as a quick side note, I like the fact that people of Aaron Rourke's that share the same interest that he do. Usually in like NXT, we've had a couple people that come through NXT that was kind of from the community that weren't really good in the ring, but they were kind of like the token gay person. I like the fact that,
like
Aaron Rourke,
the queer coded community.
yes,
like the queer community.
Yeah, and they really didn't do anything in the ring. They really couldn't wrestle like that. They were like, hey, the guy who I think hosted with Shotzi Blackheart that one time, like stuff like that. But I like the fact that Oren Work kind of has that, and he also can go in the ring. He's like one of the better wrestlers in Evolve, but he definitely deserved this win, and I'm pretty happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to add, like, he's the first. I can't remember the last time. Like, obviously, it's the Evolve Championship. It's not like the biggest world championship in the world. But when was the last time we had like a queer-coded person be a world champion, if at all, in WWE? I don't think we've had one
Ever.
not ever since I've started watching. I don't think we've ever had one.
As a singles champion?
No,
Yeah, as like a world champion.
Oh no, I don't know. Unless we didn't know.
No.
Like that's the only
Yeah.
way.
No, they did
I don't
the
think so.
Yeah, I
Darren
think
thing.
that's
Yeah.
but I think that's great for both Aaron Rourke and people who like feel the same to him. Like seeing, okay, you can't be a world champ, even if it's the Evolve World Championship. It's still like, that's good, EOD. But yeah, like just seeing someone like that be a world champion is like, it shows how far we're coming in wrestling. That like, I don't think like 10 years ago we would have seen this at all. So it's still like really great to see this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And Aaron Wood said, "I can't have you, but I'm gonna have that belt. I'm gonna get that belt."
I was thinking that too.
Jake should have called him.
No, to add on to this, I will say this. For Aaron Rourke, I'm happy for him. The last person that I can remember that was like represented in the queer community and at the same time got a push was Darian. And he had Bob. That was the last time, and he had Bob Backlund as his manager, and that was during Black History Month. And then after that month was done, like, oh, we're done. I remember specifically that I'm like, they got a lot, like people got mad because I'm like, why the hell you did this? And then the day after Black History Month, Bob Backlund's gone, and you bury his ass. I'm like, come on, guys, like that's the last time. So yeah. And I was telling Cardi M this. Aaron Rourke won on his wrestling skills, not on his like his love for another gender. And that's the best thing ever. And that's the best thing ever. So I want to put this clip out here that for the last time in the spirit. Oh, actually, I already pressed it already. Let's get to the post match. Everyone comes out. Jaquan McNair, welcome back. And he's like, hey, whatever. Mike Cunningham knocks over the belt, looks at the belt, looks at Aaron Rourke. Aaron Rourke looks at him. Jaquan and Cappuccino look at Mike Cunningham like, motherfucker, what the hell did you do? They pick up the belt.
What is going on right now?
Yeah. And then that ends the show with Aaron Rourke holding the belt high and everything else. But let's start with this. Coach, what are your thoughts on the post-match and the fact that Mike Cunningham with Jaquan and Cappuccino Jones, they were looking at that belt?
I kind of just wish it was like a botch and it wasn't meant to happen at all and they just improvised it. I think that would be funny. But like, since it was probably planned, I think we're definitely heading towards a Mike Cunningham heel turn then, because they're already teasing it like with this. And I think that could be great because like, I don't think the last few weeks they have been kind of, Aaron Rourke specifically and Team ID have been kind of pushing him back, ignoring him. Like they didn't thank him during the Sean Legacy thing, all that stuff. Like I think there could be a really great feud there to push. I'm excited for it.
Okay.
Yeah, EOD, man. Yeah, Aaron, he was scoring.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm gonna take that title since I can't take your heart, man. But no. All jokes aside, though, post match, Mike Cunningham, and I thank you for reminding me because I couldn't remember if Cappuccino Jones actually came out for the celebration tonight. Because like I said, when I saw him with that all black and then that black coffee cup, I was like thinking, oh, dude is about to turn, but we didn't really. Well, we didn't get a turn, but. So maybe next week, I don't know, but we did see them eyeing that belt, especially Mike Cunningham. When Mike Cunningham knocked the belt out of Aaron Rourke's hand, I was just like, bro, what in the world just happened? Like it looked like a botch, but at the same time, if it was a botch, if it was planned or not, but if it was a botch, please work off of that. Just just put it in a storyline. Like it was an accident. Like it was an accident. I did it. It was an accident. I didn't try to knock it out your hand. But at the same time, they have been treating him like he is a nobody. You know, they just been treating him like he's nothing, which is crazy. Like really, really crazy. So I feel like he should feed off of that. I feel like he should just one day be like, y'all pissed me off. Y'all treated me like I was nothing. I didn't do anything to anybody. Like I just want him to go on a whole spill and just turn heel.
Yeah, same. TJ.
Yeah, it was kind of slick how he did that though. He not that championship title for him, but it did look like a botch at first. But then you gotta think about it too. Yeah, I don't blame him for how he acting, especially like how they treated him that week and just ignore him. Like this man was suffering through that whole match, and y'all ain't acknowledge him at all throughout at the end of that celebration. So yeah, it's gonna be a heel turn coming up soon for him, and who's trying to go after the belt, and also Cappuccino too, since he was eyeing it. No, he probably trying to get that step up on there, especially if he's gonna win that match next week against Brooks. So yeah, Mike Cunningham, he's turning heel. He's turning heel soon or later. We don't know against who, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we do hear these thoughts now.
Okay, yeah, I thought that part was very interesting. That's kind of why I said earlier it would be interesting if he accidentally takes off the mask of Lindsay Dorado, because that didn't look like that looked like a moment that was like, was it an accident? Was it not? It'd be great if they did that with Mike Cunningham a lot, even with Cappuccino Jones. You see Cappuccino Jones accidentally bump into him with a new cup of coffee, split everywhere. Was it on purpose? We don't know. So I think that could be something interesting they can continue to build on with that character. And yeah, that was an accident. And to do that to Aaron Rourke, and he only had that belt for like 0.5 seconds, and you knock it on the ground, you just scratch it up, and then you pick it up, and you breathing all over the belt. Like Aaron Rourke, like in the independent scene, he's called the evil gay for a reason. So you don't want to find out why. And just don't do it then.
Like it'd be crazy. Like it'd be so crazy if he was like going for a bulldog or something, and he made a mistake and snatched the mask off while doing the bulldog, or just something that has to do with the. That'd be crazy for real. That would be wild. And then it's like, oh no, it was a mistake.
Oh yeah, here these thoughts said the exact same thing on the Evolve effect, like accidentally take the mask off to win. Speaking of, take that mask off. Hey, EOD.
All right, I'm back.
He's back.
Gotta put him
back. All right, that's okay. There you go. Since you're here, your thoughts on the post match?
Mike, he not slick. Cunningham was not slick. He wants that belt. And Cappuccino, I think we could possibly get a slow turn on him also. Because I call it the NXT title disease, even though it's Evolved. Everyone that had that title just becomes obsessed with it. And I think in Evolve, getting the title, they're going to become obsessed. And if Aaron Rourke's not turning, well, that means Cappuccino's going to have to turn to go get it. So, yeah. And Mike Cunningham, I agree with all what y'all were saying. He has been getting disrespected. So it makes sense. And he's kind of using that whole goofy thing that he does, but he did that on purpose. And he was eyeing that title awfully hard. He had that title in his hand like this is precious. Oh, yeah, man, here you go. But nah, he really wants it.
Smeagol.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's it kind of works that way, and we talked about this on the Evolve effect. Like there's parallels now between Cunningham and Jones. Jones will fight Jensen, and in the third match he can do a little heelish stuff to win. Cunningham can do some heelish stuff to win. It's gonna come to a point who turns heel first, Cunningham or Jones. So I do love that. But before we get to final rating, go on.
I was gonna say the black cup and everything. I think that was a sign too, like just a little small sign that and the fact that he called the man out too. Jensen's like, okay, I'm going more into a darker side because Cappuccino's he's usually all chill and cool, but he was kind of mostly all business. Even the puns weren't running that. Except the very beginning.
There wasn't that many puns. No, there wasn't. Huh. I hope he keeps it though. But before we get to the final ratings, we didn't see a lot of coffee puns. Like you would automatically count like how many during a damn promo. But before we get to final ratings, breaking news: Zeta Steel discussed arriving in AEW after choosing the lead WWE ID program. He was talking to Fightful Wrestling, and I quote: I don't know how much I can say, but I will say this: I chose to walk away from my previous employment by choice. I'm on my own journey. I love wrestling. I just want to be around people that love it just as much as I do. So I chose to walk away. My plans at first were to go to Japan. I was going to take this last 2-3 months of the year as a little mental break, financial break, and I was going to go overseas and do it the right way this time. And 5 days after I tweeted that tweet about leaving WWE ID, Tony Khan texted me, so plans changed. I love wrestling, like I said, and this is my escape from reality. Once I started to feel like my only escape was work, I started to not like it and not have fun. I want to always love this, so I chose to walk away. As well as my mental, personally, I was losing myself. I was losing the love for wrestling. The only thing I've loved, so it was pretty quickly on that. I was like, yeah, I need to do my own thing. So hear these thoughts. What are your thoughts on that and the fact that Tony Khan texted him 5 days later, and the fact that she walked away from a contract from WWE, just walked away from it because she wasn't happy.
Yeah, I mean, if that's how she felt, if that's what made her keep her love for professional wrestling, I just say do whatever you got to do to keep that love going. You know, I would never want to see someone get restricted to a certain name, brand, promotion, or whatever just because of the name of the place. You know, do whatever you need to do to keep the love for the thing. And if that's what it did for her, I'm happy for her. I don't like the fact that she's gone. I would love to see her still be evolve. But again, whatever makes her happy, I'm all for it.
Okay. Did you move for your thoughts?
Yeah, it's pretty messed up in a way, and I'm glad that she did walk away, so it wouldn't kill her like passion for being a wrestler and loving wrestling. So I'm happy. I'm happy for her that she's back to loving it again and being like getting that call from Tony. No, go to other ventures and enjoy wrestling at other places as well. But she was missed being in the Vanity Project. She has, but I'm just glad that she went on to something else to keep her passion there, so it won't be be tarnished. So that's the good thing.
Okay, that's good. All right, Terrell.
Yeah, at times you have to do what's going to make you happy. And I'm glad that Zeta Steel stuck to her guns and did what made her happy. Because this was even like a conversation that me and CJ had. You don't want to put yourself in a bind. You don't want to put yourself in a box and you're not able to branch out to your fullest potential just because you're working for a major company that is trying to basically take your freedom away. You know what I'm saying? One day you don't want to be an exclusive artist for Marvel Comics, right? And one day Toei Animation sees your work and wants to work with you, but now you can't work with the anime studio because you're tied to Marvel as as an artist, and you can only work with Marvel Comics. You don't want to put yourself in a box because it kind of like hinders you from being able to branch out. And we don't know what she want to do outside of wrestling, but maybe WWE wasn't for it. And going to AEW, you can be on the main stage and still do what you love. I don't know. Maybe she loved doing gaming content. Maybe she loves doing, I don't know, beauty tips or something. We don't know what it is, but at least they're not going to hinder her from being able to do stuff outside of the company.
Yeah.
Or that's some way of like selling your soul. Like, I'm in WWE. Yeah, but you a rich slave though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You don't want that.
Damn. Coach.
Yeah, I agree completely with what Terrell said. And to add on to that, I think wrestling means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Like for one person, it means something completely different to what it means to another person. And WWE and AEW have such different philosophies in how they handle things and how they book stuff and how they work with their wrestlers. So I feel like maybe what WWE style was not what she wanted, and AEW just fitted better, which makes completely sense because someone like, I don't know, Jackson Drake might love how WWE is run, and Zeta Steel is just not for her. So that's completely fine, not wanting to be in that one space and wanting to be in a completely different thing. And that's, I think, what's great about having AEW and competition in general is that if each thing is different, everybody can do something they love in a different way.
Yeah, EOD, your thoughts on this and the fact that before she left, she only had a 15% win record. She only won once.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe she left because she didn't feel like she was being utilized correctly. Like I like Zeta Steel, and the cool thing with her being on Evolve, because I didn't know who she was before. Like I kind of knew who she was, but I didn't really see her. And now when she left, I could follow her over to Ring of Honor and AEW, which is kind of cool. So it did what it had to do. And at the end of the day, just because you left the WWE doesn't mean you can't go back eventually. Like wrestling is like not as big as a community as we think. It's small, so if you do well and you want to come back, I'm pretty sure you probably be able to come back. So, but yeah, it's like whatever makes you happy. Like if it wasn't for you or at that time, it's not for you at that time. Like I can't knock somebody for doing something that makes them happy. So you know, yeah. So I'm glad she's in a better place right now. And like I said, if her career takes off, trust me, WWE will come knocking on your door eventually and showing you the bag. It will happen.
Yep.
That's why.
Yep.
And Mercedes Monet, she's got the bag. So if WWE ever wanted her back, do you know how much they're gonna have to pay this lady? So, yeah. So like I said, it's not the end of the road. It's just something else to build your character, build your brand and stuff. So yeah, like good luck to you and everything. And I'm still watching. So.
Yeah, and she's still extremely young. Like she's like I don't know what in her early 20s, I believe. Like she has like the whole world at her first.
21.
Yeah,
She's 21.
Yeah, like like she could come back and be on Evolve in like 5 years and it would feel natural. Not that she would by then, but like you guys get what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I get you. So.
5 years back in Evolve, like you need to just retire, man. Honestly, don't go back and Evolve after 5 years.
Yeah,
go to Raw. But to combine everything, EOD final rating of the shows, and please tell me your socials.
My final rating of the show was a B. And you can find me at linktree/endofdays33, where you can find my YouTube page where I do live watch-alongs Monday through Wednesday, and I do AAA too on Saturdays. And just so you know, since I know a lot of y'all wrestlers in Orlando, I will be going to MegaCon tomorrow. So if you see me, just see a guy with a big beard, long dreads, a cane, and a giant leg brace. That's me. Come up and say hi. So
yay. That was a leg break, but yay for you hanging out at MegaCon. Coach, final rating and tell where they can find you.
EOD, I'm just saying I'm also gonna start doing AAA on the weekends. I swear I'm not trying to copy you. I'm not. I was just thinking about doing that.
I knew it.
Copy away.
I'm copying EOD. Hey, he's successful. Why wouldn't I follow the footsteps of success? Anyway, I'm gonna give the show a B rating. Like the main event was good. The stuff all throughout the show was good. It just didn't feel like your typical peak Evolve episode, and that's fine. I think we're kind of like NXT in a rebuilding phase now, where we need to reintroduce new wrestlers, bring in a bunch of new talent. So I don't think it's gonna last long. I think in 5 weeks we're gonna be back on the top. But this week it just kind of felt slow and kind of like we were in a weird phase. So that's only gonna get a B. And then Coach FCHW, Brian FCHW. You can find me pretty much on there anywhere. Although I'm really only on YouTube and Instagram, so that's all where you're gonna find me.
Terrell, tell where they can find you. And final rating, please.
My final rating for the show is going to be a B plus. It was a pretty solid show. And you can also find me at linktree/ForRealTerrell, and you will see all my social media links on that link right there, man.
Yep. TJ Wolfie.
The final rating, I'll give it a B plus as well. It was a pretty good match. With matches all around besides that first one. But my Linktree is on the right down below my name, Linktree/CJ Wolfie 15, and you can give me a like, subscribe.
All right. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with everyone else. I'll give it a B. And I agree with Coach. It's not a peak Evolve episode, but it's a pretty good one. We saw history get made, a really, really good main event. and some stuff in between there that we gotta wait and see how it plays out. But you can follow me anywhere on Hear These Thoughts, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch.
You can find the Evolve Effect on the Wrestling Soup and Friendos network. That's on Spotify, Spreaker, Apple, and everywhere else. Check out Anthony Missionary Thomas and Joey Numbers. And you can find us at PWF Wrestling and Recon Reactions. I don't really give a crap about that channel. Whatever. Stay healthy, stay happy. And remember, when we do every single episode, we're honest, we're fun, and we have fun doing this. If not, why are you even here? But to something I did to EOD, Chewy, I still don't.
About a guy called